Hello, my Gemini friends. Welcome to your general reading here on Daily Divine Guidance. This is for Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. My friends, please read the description box below for the disclaimer as well as the prayer that we say before and during every reading, okay? We're going to skip all that stuff and get right into it, Geminis, right into it. Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, my friends, this is a projection of energies over the next 4 weeks, okay? This one. This is it. The universe has my back. Yes, beautiful. The universe has your back, Gemini. Always, always remember that. Your higher power has your back. Let's do one more quick shuffle. I shuffled right before I started the video. So, Gemini. Gemini. General message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. If we could get 4 cards, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Woo! Damn, that chariot is just flying out. 2 more cards for Gemini, please. Two more cards for Gemini. There's 1 and 2. Okay. All right, Gemini. You have, my friends, the Chariot reversed, the 3 of Swords reversed, the 4 of Cups, and the Hermit reverse. So let's start with our friend the Chariot reverse. This is Cancer's card here. The Chariot reverse is about self-discipline, okay? So I feel that you are, it's also about a lack of direction. And I feel that coupled with that 3 of Swords reversed, which is about negative self-talk and needing to release pain, being optimistic and forgiving. I really feel like, Gemini, you went through something, or you've gone through something recently, or something where you're finally starting to say, okay, I'm done talking to myself like this. I'm done treating myself this way. I am going to start actively forgiving myself and others. I'm going to start actively working on releasing the pains of the past. I'm going to start actively taking care of myself. Self-care, right, is going to be big for you during the next 4 weeks. Like, this is it. I mean, today is January 1st. It is a new decade, a new year, new decade, right? There's a lot of that kind of energy going on where we're here, you know, some people are making resolutions, or, you know, deciding on whatever kind of changes they want to make. That new, fresh beginning of a year seems to inspire that for a lot of people. And you're not any different. It's looking like the same thing for you here, Gemini, where you're just like, okay, I need to do something about the way I treat myself. You're not concentrating so much on, you know, making money, making moves, exercise, whatever it is. I mean, you could be concentrating on all that too, don't get me wrong, but I think that a lot of you that are going to resonate with this, you're resonating because you know that you want to change the way you treat yourself. Okay, Gemini, which is an absolute beautiful thing. The way we treat ourselves is what changes our energy flow, our energy output. And that's what draws and attracts to us the things that we have and experience in our lives. The energy that we, you know, create is what is going to allow us to learn and grow, okay, in situations, instead of becoming stagnant and having to repeat things over and over again, right? Energy output and input, or energy output is what brings our energy input, and it's all very, very important. And I feel like those of you resonating are starting to realize that you deserve a better energy flow, and that it starts with you and how you treat yourself, okay? And that is amazing, Gemini. I absolutely love this already. It just feels so good that, I mean, I feel like nothing can go wrong here, but we'll see what happens next, right? That's real optimistic of me. No, I'm just teasing. This is really good energy. You have the Four of Cups following that, which is about meditation and contemplating and reminiscing on things and really reevaluating. And that is where that energy shift I was talking about comes in, where you look at the past and your past experiences and you start to forgive them, and you stop feeling the sorrow and the sadness and the grief, and you start to feel and understand the growth and the learning and the appreciation in each situation. That's how that's going to be changing your energy. So you're really going to be taking a moment of reflection, or maybe you have been reflecting on your situation, on your life, on just you. And you're starting to look at it in a different way, in a healthy, more growth-inspired way, if that makes sense. Okay, Gemini? Now you have this followed by the Hermit reversed. Now the Hermit is all about introspection and going within and figuring things out, but reversed, it's about withdrawing, and it's about feeling lonely, okay? It's about isolating. And that's not necessarily something that is unhealthy, as long as it's temporary. You don't want to isolate or withdraw for long periods of time, because it's not super beneficial. I want to get a clarifier for this really quick. Yeah, okay. So for that isolation and that withdrawal, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. This is telling me that this is going to be more about isolation and withdrawal, in the sense that you're going to be stepping back, taking a time out to figure this shit out, to figure out, how am I going to develop a better self-talk, self-care way of life, right? How is it that I'm going to treat myself better? You're just going to need to take a break. The Ace of Swords is about breakthroughs and new ideas. It's having mental clarity, being successful. Okay, so I feel that this withdrawal and this isolation is not a negative thing at all, and it's very temporary. It's, for those of you resonating, taking a break from being overly social or being really social is going to benefit you, because there is a new beginning coming in here for you. Absolutely stunning. So this is not, to me, this is not a bad thing at all. The isolation and the withdrawal. You may feel a little lonely though, right, Gemini? You are a very, Geminis in general, right? Not all Geminis, not all of you are social creatures, but Gemini can be very social. Gemini is also the twins. So there's that dual personality aspect, where sometimes you want to go out and be social and other times you want to be isolated, and it's like introvert, extrovert. You're kind of a little bit of both. This may be a time where you're more introverted, so that you can reevaluate and contemplate and speculate and make that plan of self-care. All right, my little Gemmies. Okay. Yeah, because this is a new beginning coming in for you. It's a new beginning. You're really wanting to take care of yourself. You're wanting to change how you treat yourself. Like, that's what we've said, right? So it's not just taking care of yourself. It's not like you don't shower and you don't get your hair done, or you don't shave or whatever. It's not like that. It's like you want to treat yourself better, with more respect, more love. So let's get 4 more cards. 3 more cards, please, for Gemini. 2 more cards, please. There we are. Okay. Hello, cards. Okay, my Gemini friends, you have the King of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the King of Cups reversed is that it's how this is what we're talking about. It's self-compassion, okay? It's how you feel on the inside. It may be a little erratic, or your moods may change quickly here with this King of Cups reversed. That may be the catalyst as to why you're wanting to take better care, treat yourself with more respect. But there is this need for self-compassion here, okay? Having that followed by the Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed is about regeneration and recovery, okay? This is about, I mean, you guys really, really are saying, okay, I deserve better than how I've been treating myself. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it literally is. You want to treat yourself with more respect, more compassion, more love, more understanding. You want that growth. You want that new beginning. Like, this is a time for Gemini to come back to Gemini and say, I love you, Gemini, and I'm going to treat you with more respect. Like, that is what is being said here. Now you have that followed by the Seven of Cups, which is, this is about choices and opportunities, and there's some illusions and wishful thinking here, okay? That's the general role of the Seven of Cups. However, what I see this as is that you may experience some minor setbacks where but this is how you break this cycle of how you've been treating yourself, right? I feel like, there's going to be choices that need to be made here. Simple examples like calling yourself stupid, right? Maybe you're like, God, I'm so stupid, or I'm such an idiot, that sort of thing. And that's not nice to yourself, Gemini, right? We know this is, and again, this is a simple example. You're going to have to consciously make the choice here. I feel like this is what the Seven of Cups is telling us, is that you're going to consciously need to make the choice to not speak to yourself that way, to not, look at yourself and say you're ugly, to not eat the extra piece of bread because, you don't, you're emotionally eating or something. There's all different ways it can resonate with you. I always like to try and give a couple of examples so you can go, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. This is about choices, and it's because you're having to kind of like unwind a cycle of kind of, I don't want to say completely detrimental, but unhealthy behavior toward yourself. It may take a moment for you to kind of like go, oh crap, okay, I didn't mean to say that, or oh, I didn't mean to do that, or I'm sorry, Gemini self, I will, and start recognizing these things, and make the conscious effort, make the choice to know when you're reverting back, I guess is the way to say it, when you're not progressing, when you're stagnant or regressing, okay? And this is going to be hard work, my Gemini friends. You have the Ten of Wands. Any kind of self-work is hard-ass work. We have, as people who maybe aren't the greatest with self-love and self-care, if it's something we weren't taught or we didn't understand, or we have some sort of traumas that have made us believe that we are not good enough, strong enough, fast enough, smart enough, we have to undo all of that. We have to remove all of those thoughts and start all over again, right? Our brains are programmed with these thoughts and feelings that we've had for so long that it's hard work. It's hard work. This 10 of Wands is a reminder that this is not going to be an overnight easy thing. And it could be, Gemini, something that you've been working on for a while, but I do see that this is something that's going to really take flight and flourish over the next 4 weeks, okay? Remember that the choices you make, if you screw up, it's okay. It's not a screw up, it's a learning lesson, it's an example, it's how to make change, right? We have to, constantly remind ourselves, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 5. Oops, nope, it's 4. That sort of thing where you're retraining yourself to think and act and feel differently toward you, Gemini, okay? So for those of you that resonate, just know that this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It is going to be a difficult but beautiful experience. It is going to be hard work, but I feel like you really want this new beginning here, and it's something that you've wanted for a while, and now, baby, 2020 is your year. You're going to really start working on it, Gemini. Oh, I love it for you. I hope that this, right? Oh, wait, first, the universe has your back, my friends. So remember to rely on the divine. My Gemini friends, I hope that this message resonated well with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us get the message out to more of our Gemini friends. I will be back next week with your love reading, so stay tuned for that. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.